for the last 20 years?
Working.
Working?
Yeah.
Is that the question you get asked the most?
No.
No, actually, the one we get asked the most is why? Why are we not still where we were 20 years, in the last 20 years?
And what's your answer to that normally?
We never know.
No.
It varies.
And we consider things were going our way, but only in the sense that they were proving out what we always thought, much more so now than even then, which isn't particularly good for anyone. But it also we figured it was time to come back and
Right.
talk again.
It sounded like you had something to say.
I was just having a wistful thought, to be honest with you.
And
Do you want to share that wistful thought with us?
Well, you know, it's, yeah, you know, I have to say that in our mid-70s, people thought we were cynics, and we were attacked for our concern. They thought we were pro-de-evolution. We were trying to explain that we just thought that's what was happening, that we weren't really, we were just reporters. We were
Right.
just reporting the news. We weren't really advocating it. And so, you know, back then people would get really upset with us. And now, you know, you say, who out there believes in de-evolution? And, you know, how about you guys? I mean, it's pretty obvious. Last 8 years have been a really swift downhill ride. Yeah.
so was it true then that when you guys worked on that album, you and Eno didn't particularly get along?
Oh, I don't think that's
It's not true at all.
No.
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 What, did he say that?
No, I read that you guys. I read that you guys had
everywhere.
like
That bitch.
artistic conflicts, or you know, something like
No, not really. I mean, you know, we make jokes, but the truth
Right.
of the matter was, he had a very fatherly approach to the whole thing, and he could have been a jerk, and he wasn't. He was like very empathetic to 5 crazy guys from Akron, Ohio that really, you know,
Had their mind set on something.
yeah, and he kind of like gave us the ability to do it. He empowered us by, you know, taking us to Germany and putting us up in a studio and when we didn't have a record deal.
Yeah.
So, you know, he was pretty great.
So are you gonna work with him on the new album?
He hasn't called.
You know, he's a funny guy. I had a conversation with him, with David Byrne, about him. And David said, you know, I worked with him a number of times, but I got to tell you, if doesn't have a specific need to talk to you, he hides from you and he doesn't take my calls. He won't talk to me. So I didn't feel so bad then.
Are you guys kind of starting to feel the rigors of it all again? Like now that you have the daily grind of being a working musician?
Well, we're willing to trade rigors for rigor mortis. So, you know,
It's one or the other.
That's a bumper sticker, I think, waiting to happen.
so well, you get 50% credit on that.
What did you do with your hats? Did you keep them in stores?
In a big safe.
On the mantle. We have them on the mantle.
On the mantle?
Mantelpiece, yeah. Lined up.
Are these still the originals? Like the originals got to be in like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
You
or
know,
something
we're
like that,
thousands and thousands.
No, they're in a landfill somewhere in
It's like guitar picks.
Like out in the
you know,
valley.
They're at the Hard Rock in Singapore.
Who has their first guitar pick? Nobody.
You guys just came to see Taylor Hanson. That's what it was.
Is that who's
What's
out
that?
there with the hat? Is that guy in the hat bigger than ours?
You remember Hanson, the teenager?
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
singing for a rock
He's got a
band.
band with Bunny Carlos from Cheap Trick.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Bunny's
busted
playing
out.
drums?
And my friend James is playing guitar.
Yeah, that's who
So
it
one of
was.
the Hansons busted out.
Yeah.
That's who
That's
just
cool.
played?
Yep, that's who was just playing.